This is Hannibal from the HannibalTV.com, December 17th, 12:58 a.m. And I am about to give a daily wrestling news update. But I have to comment first on this is newsworthy, I guess. Both the NWA and Ring of Honor releasing group Christmas photos, I guess. And it just makes me think about like how much wrestling has changed and how much I hate wrestling now, because it's like you have all the heels and the baby faces all in the ring together when they're supposed to hate each other, all smiling like an end of the year or end of a summer camp group photo. Let's all take a picture together. I don't know, man. I'm not a fan of it. Let me know what you guys think. Is it just like, oh, cool, let's all take pictures together, mostly outside of gimmick, all smiles. This is all just a big show, guys. We all work together as a team. I don't know, man. That sucks to me. I can't imagine Bruiser Brody and Abdullah the Butcher doing that, even though I got my heat with Abdullah the Butcher. There's no question he was still one of the greats, even though he screwed me over. He made a lot of money and wrestling was way more popular. He was selling out arenas. Anthony Shabbat says, how are you? Liv Morgan's new gimmick is weird. I don't even know who Liv Morgan is. I'm guessing it's a WWE wrestler. Roberto Bravo says WWE sucks. At least they didn't put out group pictures, at least not yet. They did 2 Raw tapings tonight. Some of it was on when I was in the gym. I wasn't really paying attention to it. I read through the results of the spoilers for next week that they also taped tonight. Nothing really interesting stood out to me. So, yeah. Also in wrestling news, apparently the TLC pay-per-view sucked, according to Dave Meltzer and Brian Alvarez of the Wrestling Observer. I heard there was a couple good matches from some people, but overall it wasn't good and was actually really bad. I did not see it myself, but that seems to be the consensus. There will be no 205 live tapings the next 2 weeks, only SmackDown on Friday nights. Apparently, according to Brian Alvarez of the Wrestling Observer, who stated that WWE business is down in every single aspect of their business right now, other than TV rights fees. So they're still getting lots and lots of money in TV rights fees, but every other aspect of their business is down, according to that. There's going to be a PCO versus ROH rematch at Center Stage, where WCW used to do their WCW Saturday night tapings in Atlanta, Georgia in January. Also, PCO and Destro drove from Montreal to Baltimore in their hearse, apparently, according to the Wrestling Observer. Shemix's thoughts on Stephan Bonner's title run with WCR. Not sure what that is, WCR, sorry, but I like Stephan Bonner very much. He watched my back when I had an altercation with Haku earlier this year, and I'll be perfectly honest, there was no one else at the whole Cauliflower Alley Club that I would have asked other than Stephan Bonner to watch my back when I decided to confront Haku, because that could have definitely got ugly real fast. I think the only reason it didn't was out of respect for the Cauliflower Alley Club. Black Bart said Jim Cornette made the NWA better. And I did see Jim Cornette was part of the big Bobby Eaton tribute show that was, I guess, supposedly a surprise to him over the weekend. Jim Cornette did a nice speech. I saw that. The Barbarian wrestled on the show. The Barbarian will be in Great North Wrestling February 29th in Smith Falls, teaming with Haku versus the Blood Hunter and Too Cold Scorpio. Tickets are on sale now. Go to thehannibaltv.com for more information. And on that note, there's not much other wrestling news today. I am going to post some videos that were post UFC 245, I believe it was, this past Saturday. My good friends at the MMA Power Hour were covering it. They had media credentials. So I have a working relationship right now with the MMA Power Hour. We have a good amount of MMA fans on this channel. And I personally watch more MMA than I do wrestling these days. So those boys are helping me out with the MMA content on this channel. So thanks, and great coverage of UFC 245. By the way, guys, I've already been going through the footage. The first footage I've got to put up is of a former UFC strawweight female champion that has a big fight coming up. And my God, this woman is beautiful, possibly the most beautiful fighter I have ever seen of a female fighter. Have a good night, everybody.